Dear students, we are discussing about the elements of mechanical engineering topics. In that module 5, already we have seen about the NC and CNC machines, that's advanced manufacturing technologies, and now we are in discussing about the robots. So in the previous video, we have seen about what is a robot, what are the joints and links that robot anatomy we have seen, and now we are going to discuss about the classification of robots, right? So before going to the classification, first we that's robots or the thing manipulators, that how it's a programmable device which can be done with the help of some set of sequence of programs. We can control the movements of the robots. It will be just like acting as a human arms. We can do anything. So here in according to the basics of applications, robots can be classified by different types. According to the application, you can see industrial robot, domestic robots, medical robots, military, space, and other competition robots like that. So we have seen so many robots in different areas, just like competitions, as we said. So drones we are going to use, and spaces where the robots are going to be used in space, and medical like that. So first of all, we will see about the configuration based upon the physical configuration. The robots based on physical configuration, how it will be. So there are how it will be working nature. According to that, it will be classified as different types. First one is Cartesian configuration. Cartesian, we know the coordinate system. X, Y is the direction coordinate systems, right? So according to that, if the robo is acting on all the three directions, X direction, Y direction, Z direction, then we call it as a Cartesian configuration robo. Here we can see this configuration robo, how it will be working in all the three directions is one is in the linear X direction, linear Y direction, and linear Z directions. So this is the link where we having the have a base and a column, vertical column. But in that joints we have three joints. In the joints are orthogonal joints are there. So on the linear joints, which are used for moving the uh, arms in a linear manner. So here three slides are parallel to each other and parallel to the axis xy is the direction, so that we call it as a Cartesian coordinate system. And if we are using this joints or the slides in xy is a direction, then obviously it will cover a working space of a rectangular workspace. Okay, so we can make this is called a rectangular workspace robo. Also we can call it as a rectangular workspace robo or a Cartesian robo. So it's capable of moving the arm in three dimensionals, x y z directions. So this is called the cylindrical configuration, second one, where linear and circular movements are possible. So the linear movements, one is we can see base and the vertical column. In the vertical column, the entire slide, it is sliding on the vertical column, as well as it can be rotated in the vertical column, so that rotating and moving up and down is possibilities there. So this is called a cylindrical configuration. Why it is a cylindrical configuration? If you see, if we use this robo, the linear movements as well as the rotary movement, if you check with that, it can move up and down, and it can rotate along the vertical axis of the column. So it has the two linears and one rotational movement, and it can be moved up and down along the vertical column, so that it can create a cylindrical workspace. So when it creates a cylindrical workspace, we call it as a cylindrical configuration robo. So it will be used in the area where we need such type of working environment, it is required. So the cylindrical configuration robo used in the scanning centers and medical area, pick and place areas, all the things where the three dimensional space is getting occupied, and it can be rotated and moving. And the third configuration, physical configuration of the robo, we call it as a polar configuration. The polar configuration robo, as in the case of the picture, we can see it's a twisting and rotational and a linear movement every are present here. And moreover, it is having we can raise and lower the telescopic arm. And there is just like a telescope, how it we can operate in the top, that is raising and lowering. The same working nature it is possible in this case of this polar configuration robo. So it's a spherical robo. We call it as a spherical robo also, because when it moves up and down and it can rotate in their swiveling in their area, it is a spherical, it will create a space of spherical nature. So this robo has a rotary base and the pivot that can be used for raising and lower the telescopic arm, as well as it can create an environment which is a spherical sphere environment. So the workspace within which it can move is called a partial sphere. We call it as a spherical robo. And these are all some another type of the configuration is a jointed arm configuration, where our arm, just like a human arm, it is having different joints, different links and joints. So in these revolving joints, twisting movements can be possible. All the things can be done with the help of this, just like a human shoulder, human arm, elbow, wrist, like that it will be working. So this configuration we call it as a jointed arm configuration, and it has the twisting, rotational movements, links. And finally, we are coming for articulated robo, that is a SCARA robo, where the SCARA is consists of one linear movement and two rotary movements are there in this. So we can see how it will be functioning on by moving this. These are all the basic configuration, basic robo classification based on the configuration, physical configuration. So number one is Cartesian coordinate system, or it may be used for making a workspace of rectangular box. So we can call it as rectangular configuration robo or Cartesian configuration, as well as cylindrical robo and jointed arm robo, telescopic robo or spherical robo, polar robo, like the names indicates the functioning of the robo, how the working space is defined. According to that it will be. And these type of these things are used in different applications of military and space robots and everything, right? So these are all the classifications of robo according to the physical configuration. And we will see in the next video about the other modules of the elements of mechanical engineering, right? Thank you.